Making that goulash tonight. Welcome back to our channel, guys and gals. Today we're making old-fashioned goulash. And I got you propped up as close to the burner as I can. We've got the Dutch oven warming up. I'm getting this ground beef ready. A lot of people don't even know what goulash is nowadays. And that's a shame. I grew up on goulash, as a lot of my older counterparts did. And even my kids grew up on goulash. So I'm going to take about 1.5 pounds of meat. You can use ground beef. You can use chuck. You know, beef stew meat or whatever. But a lot of the ladies back in the old days actually used ground beef, because that's what they had. And that's what we're using. How you liking all the cold weather? It actually got down to the upper 40s where we live here in Florida, which was pretty dang nice. Our first little cold snap of the fall. Still, I haven't had my first little cup of hot chocolate yet, but that's okay. It's coming. We just finished the making and canning bone broth. The cans are behind you, or actually behind you. They're propped up on my tea pitcher next to the stove here. Alright, so I got the meat. Wash my hands here. And we're going to add 2 medium onions, which I like onions. If you don't like, you don't have to add. We're going to put this on a medium heat. We're going to want this to brown the meat, caramelize the onion. We've done 2 canning sessions today. It's been crazy. Alright, we're going to brown this, and we'll be back when it's time to add other stuff. Alright, now we're back. The meat's brown. This one didn't have fat in it, so we don't have to drain it, but this is the point where you would drain the fat. I'm going to add my green onions. I'm not going to put too much because my stomach doesn't tolerate green onions as well as I like, because I love green onions. And then we're going to get the garlic ready. I have preserved my recent batch of garlic in some olive oil. We are going to get a couple of cloves out real quick and get them in there. Minced up whatever. I don't have one of the little garlic mixers, so I'm gonna just like take a knife and kind of chop it up. Love garlic. What do you like in your goulash? Have you ever made goulash before, should I ask? If you haven't, maybe you'll try this recipe. Traditional Hungarian goulash is like our beef stew. We consider it a beef stew, where they use chunks of meat. Our traditional beef or goulash, we use ground beef. There's nothing wrong with that. And of course you use like macaroni noodles. And it's a tomato-based product. Okay, I'm going to finish this garlic here. Got one more clove I'm cutting up here. So many people have asked to see the stuff I preserved, didn't use on camera. And this is part of it. I mean, see the green peppers I just put in there, and now this garlic right here will be going in. Sorry about that. My dog is loud. Alright, and now I'm going to add tomato paste, 1 can. You want to get all that. It makes a nice flavor for the goulash. The tomatoes. A can of Rotel to really add a good flavor in. Green chilies. Okay, I'm going to add a cup of broth. You can add a cup and a half of water, a cup and a half broth, whatever. I got a cup of broth in the refrigerator I need using. So I'll use a half a cup of water. We are almost set. I'm going to add a bay leaf. Just a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. That's why I'm not going to salt and pepper it right now, because we got the sodium of the soy sauce in there. And a little paprika. Paprika's always nice. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and Stir this all up. And we'll let this go for about 20 minutes. Then we'll come back and we'll add the noodles to it and let it go another 15 minutes. Okay, now it's time to add the noodles. So we are gonna do that step next. Give this a good stir. It's already smelling amazing. Yes, you see that is a tomato-based product. And before anybody says anything about acidity with the tomatoes in a cast iron, if your cast iron seasoned good and not new, then you shouldn't have a problem with it. Which I'm going to turn this down to simmer now. We're going to give this a good stir. And then we're going to let it simmer for 15 minutes. But yeah, fruit and tomato-based products tend to eat away at the cast iron if you're not well seasoned. But that's why you season, when you wash it in hot water, you dry it immediately and you go ahead and season it for the next meal, and you don't have that problem. Alright, so now that is done, we're going to cover it back up. About the 10-minute mark, we'll come back and we will stir it again. And then 15-minute mark, we'll come back and give it a check. And it should be done. If not, we'll give it another 5 minutes. Time has come to check it out. Oh, yeah. Smells amazing. Look, oh, you got to see this. Look at this. Goulash. Looks so good. And it is done. We're going to cut that off. And see how well the noodles hold their shape. They're done. They're not al dente. They're perfect. Alright. I am fixing to dish up us a couple bowls of this. You can put shredded cheese on it. You can put sour cream on it. Dish it up. Hot sauce if you like. Make it your own. Like I said, learn how to make it your own. But this is an old depression meal that a lot of people have gotten how to make. I don't see it in a lot. We're going to give it a couple minutes just to kind of cool down and everything. Marinate for a few more minutes. Then I'm going to dish it up. I'm going to put some cheese and sour cream on ours, a little bit of hot sauce, and we going to go to town. Like, subscribe, share, get notified. We got more of those videos coming. And just so y'all see the jars of chicken broth we did today. 12 cans, chilled water jars. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We'll get them tomorrow, wash them up, label them, and get them on the shelf. But right now, all I can think about is all that goodness right there. Alright, guys and gals, y'all have a great one. God bless. See you on the flip side.